Subtracting mixed numbers is very similar to adding them, with one small exception. Now, just like before, my first step is going to be to deal with the fraction component. If you look at this example, however, you will see that the second fraction, 2/3, is larger than the first, 1/3. So I'm stuck with 1/3 minus 2/3. Let's look at the purple pies below, and you can see the dilemma. How do you take two slices away from a pizza that only has one slice? The answer, of course, is to make more slices by slicing up one of our whole pizzas. As you can see down below, I've taken a whole pizza and cut it into 3 slices. So now I have 4 slices on the left. Again, watching that transition, we take a whole pizza and we cut it up into 3 slices. What I've really done is borrowed a 1 from that 3, and I've changed that 3 to a 2 plus 3/3. So again, 2 plus 3/3 is really just 2 plus 1, or 3. So I haven't really changed the values of anything. Then I'm going to add the 3/3 and 1/3 to get 4/3. So now I have 2 plus 3/3 plus 1/3 becomes 2 and 4/3. Now all we do is subtract 2/3 from 4/3. This is going to leave us with 2/3. Then I subtract 1 from 2, and that's going to leave us with 1. So we have 2 and 4/3 minus 1 and 2/3 is going to equal 1 and 2/3. Let's go ahead and review the steps we went through. First, we make sure there are like denominators and that the first numerator is bigger than the second. That wasn't the case here, so we had to borrow from the first integer as shown here. Notice how the 3/3 and 1/3 combined to be 4/3. Next, we subtract the 2/3 from the 4/3 and 1 from 2. 4/3 minus 2/3 is 2/3, and 2 minus 1 is 1, so the answer is 1 and 2/3. Now I want you to try the next one on your own. This one involves unlike fractions, which are always good to practice. It's just going to give you an extra step. So we'll review the answer after the pause. Please pause the video now. Okay, welcome back. As you can see, the answer is 14 and 5/12. So let's go over how we got there. We first have to deal with the fractions, which don't have the same denominator here. That means we're going to need the least common multiple between 6 and 4. The lowest common multiple between 6 and 4 is 12, which we will use as our lowest common denominator. Really, the lowest common denominator is the same thing as the lowest common multiple. So 1/6 is going to become the equivalent fraction of 2/12, and 3/4 is going to become the equivalent fraction 9/12. Now we can see that the first fraction is smaller than the second. So that's going to lead us to our next step. We're going to need to borrow 1 from the 25 and turn it into 12/12. So 25 and 2/12 became 24 plus 12/12 plus 2/12. We're going to combine the 12/12 and 2/12 to be 14/12. Now we just subtract the fractions and the integers. We've got 14/12 minus 9/12, which is 5/12. And 24 minus 10, which is 14. So our answer is going to be 14 and 5/12.